Hi everyone, welcome back to another drawing video. So today I'm going to be doing Goku versus Jiren, requested a few times. So it's kind of a stare down between the two of them. They're not really fighting, it's kind of just before they start fighting. So it's two characters, Jiren here, Goku here. So head of Goku's here, head of Jiren is here. He's a bit taller, Goku's looking up at him. So we'll start just here. So middle of my page is just here, Goku's eye, top, up from halfway and just across to about here. So we're going to start with his eyebrow. So two faces in profile for both of them, so we can only see one eye. So we'll start with a little line just there like that, and then this comes up and around there, diagonal up, because this touches a spike for Goku's hair just here. The other side of the eyebrow then comes up around here and then comes down and touches just in there. Then we have those box-like Dragonball Z eyes, so we have a line down, across, and diagonal up there, and then we can just see a small pupil just in here, very small. Now, so we'll do just a line just for his brow, so just here, and then this comes out to his nose, and then this goes diagonal in, and then we have the shadow portion just under there, little triangle, just like that. And then this will come down to his lip, and then his chin, and his jaw, and around to his ear. So we'll do his lip first, down, in for the top lip. Then this will go across for his mouth, down, for his bottom lip, there. This will come back in. And then this will travel down to his chin. And his chin will go in this way, around here, back up towards his jaw, and then up towards his ear. Then we have just the top of his forehead just here. And we forgot those lines just underneath his eye just there as well. Those Dragon Ball type lines. Now, so his ear. So we have an earlobe, comes up here. Top of his ear. Comes around here and touches a spike for hair. So it stops just here. And we can do that spike just here. So it comes down here. Spikes in towards his face. And then it'll come up and touch the next spike about here. We have bones and ligaments inside his ear, so you can do this many different ways. You just do a little line there like that. Those little curvy ones that are on top. The bit that sticks out, if you feel them in your own ear, you could feel these different shapes. But you just gotta get a general sense of like the ear shape. He's a little shadow under his chin, just a sort of section, because he's looking up at Jiren, so we're just going to draw in that sort of section for his jaw down there, just the underneath of it. And then we'll do his fringe, and then his hair here, and then we'll do his parts of his shoulder that we can see. So we did this, we started this spike here, so we'll finish it now. So it spikes up, comes across like that. This spike then comes around here, comes across there. Remember, if I go too fast, you can slow down the video by pressing pause and play. You have another spike that comes down this direction. And then this comes back around here to the point down here. In here then there's hairlines, just to show the underneath. And then we have another spike that comes out here, comes down in front of his face, nearly touches his nose there. and then comes back around, back around there. So we can see just another spike of his fringe here, and another one that comes down the other side of his face. So we'll do this spike here, comes around here, and then we can see just the hair that's going down the other side of his face, just like here. Then we have some lines for hair just in here. And then we'll do the spikes that go around his head. So coming back from his ear here, you're just going to do like zigzags like that for his neck, for where the hair touches the neck. And then you're going to do a line down for the neck, and then we'll do the spikes that come out. So one small one there, and then one that comes out here, goes up that way, back in. They get bigger as we go up, and some of them are cut off just to fit in both characters. So we'll go up, goes off my page there. So, and then this one comes out this way. Imagine they go touch one another. Another one goes up here, goes off the top of my page, comes back in up here, touches another spike here, then we have another spike here, another one here, and then another one coming out towards Jiren this way, coming into our page. And then there's just a couple of spikes kind of inside. So we have one just here, coming up, back down, back in, and then one here, spiking up, angles, like that. I'm pretty sure I'm missing one somewhere. There's one here, comes up this way, comes around, goes off my page just there. Okay, so then we can add in the hairlines. So I'll do them on his fringe first. So you're just following the shape of the hair, you're just adding a couple of these lines that show the direction of his hair. If you've drawn any Dragon Ball Z characters, this is very common type of way of doing their hair, or any Dragon Ball, especially the Saiyan types. Following the shape of the spike, going up. Okay, so when you've that done, we are going to go do his neck, his shoulder. So we did the back. His back then touches his trapezius muscle, just there. A little bump inside, like that. Then we can see his clothes that come just across here and down. And then we have another, so it's like a fold for his clothes, comes down across his chest muscle, comes down here. And then we have neck muscles that come down from here. So it's Adam's apple, comes down there. And then we have a neck line there. Another one beside it. And then a line for his chest just here. Protrudes out and comes down there. Then, so the front of his clothing, just here, the blue part, so it comes out like steps down. These are all folds for clothes, the way the clothing hangs on his body. And then we have the orange section. So this is the blue section, and then the orange section is pretty much follows this shape as well. So comes across here, goes down along there, and then we go down, and now it starts to go around his shoulder. So we'll just bring this down and around like that, and his shoulder's in here. So we'll do the top of that shoulder, I guess, the blue part. That's just at his shoulder here. So that's like the top of his shoulder, and then this comes around his shoulder, close like this. Comes down, it comes bicep there, and then comes this way. And this comes around to here. And then we have another fold just here. And then some more kind of here, coming around like that. And just a bit that comes across like that again. Like that. These are all fold lines. And then we can just see a muscle for his shoulder just there. Another one just here. And then the back of his arm coming down this way. Front of his shoulder, curved line there. And then his bicep will start coming down there just off the page. And then there's just more fold lines just coming around his shoulder just here. You could do these just any kind of way you feel. Just following the shape of the body. Coming down like that. And that's Goku done. So we have Jiren here. So he's taller than Goku. So here's Goku's eyes. Jiren's eyes are across. So imagine if you had a ruler. So we have Goku's eyes there. Jiren's eyes are across, but slightly higher. So he's looking up. So we're going to go up the page a little bit, and then start Jiren's eyes just there. So slightly higher. So we're going to cross and slightly higher, and then top of Jiren's eye, just like that. Very simple, and it's kind of like a letter D turned backwards. So this one curves around. Curves around and into here. And then he has a darker section inside, those black eyes that he has. And there's a shine just left in here, and this is black. So see, he's looking up at Jiren. Then like Goku, he has a sort of a brow. So we go down, diagonal back in, down to his nose again. It's kind of like steps. And then this, come back this direction for his nose. And then it'll come down towards his lip, around and in. His mouth line just there. And then we have his bottom lip, real small. And then this will come all the way down to his jaw then. His chin and his jaw, all the way down to there. This will then come back this direction, around his chin. Kind of like Goku, it's got this section underneath, a shadow section. This will come up. And then we have a line for his jaw just in there. And this comes up, nearly touches his ear, doesn't quite, he's got those round ears. So coming up from his brow here, we'll just do another line, a frown line, just kind of there. And then his head's going to come around here. So it's real circular, comes around to his neck, that goes off the page, real big neck, bigger than Goku's. So this comes all the way up from here. Comes up from like, so where his brow is, and then it comes up and around. So we're going to get it as round as we can. So trying to get it around to there. And then his neck, so it's like it's 2 little creases for skin at the back of his head. And then his neck comes down and off my page there. He has his ear in there, so it's just like a circle. And some like bumps outside it. And in here is dark, of course. And okay, so the rest of his neck, he's a real muscly guy, so the rest of his neck just comes down from his jaw there. So from here we curve it down to here, and then we have a muscle line that comes back up towards his ear, another one here, and then we have his shoulder here, real big. We can only see half of it, goes off my page. And then this meets his bicep, comes around here, and then comes down off my page. And then we have his chest muscles here, so real big, curving all the way down. Kind of here. It doesn't come out further than his head, so it's like in line with his eye. Comes down to there, back into there, and then his stomach starts there as well. And then the other side of that chest muscle, just there, comes down and across, just there. So now we have to separate the black and red sections of his uniform. So we'll do one here, a V that comes down the front of his chest. There's a little section in here too. And one on his shoulder. Just go in that direction. And then he's the collar on his neck as well. So it just goes along the top from this muscle all the way down to just underneath his chin. So it's real skin tight. So we can kind of draw it across his neck, and it curves a bit when it goes across the top of his neck like that. And just make this line just a bit bigger. And that is the basic idea. There it is, Goku and Jiren facing off. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.